Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So my name's Katie and today I'm going to be doing my April book haul. So I know I said in my last haul video that I don't usually buy that many books but well, quarantine happened and I ended up acquiring quite a lot of books in April. So I'm just going to be sharing them today, and yeah, I think we all need some retail therapy sometimes. So so the first one I got was A Heart So Fierce and Broken. So this is the sequel to A Curse So Dark and Lonely, and it's quite pretty with all the shimmery. So I read A Curse So Dark and Lonely on my Kindle, and then I got this one because it was on offer. So I really enjoyed this one. Well, I always try and turn hauls into wrap-ups for some reason. But so this one we're kind of following one of the characters from the first book, and also a different character as well, and like an enemy princess. And I really enjoyed this one. It's just kind of the politics really expand in the world. So that's that one. And then the next one, so I got this one. These were like £2 for £7, so A Heart and this one. So A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. So I love the cover of this one with the like detective board thing. And I actually read this one as well. I always try to read books as soon as I get them, pretty much. Just because I don't like having like loads of unread books. This was such a good like YA murder mystery. Yeah, and the main character as well, she was so great, and also the kind of like murder mystery was really good as well. But yeah, there's plenty of like twists. So Pippa is basically trying to prove that this murder that happened 5 years ago in this town, everyone thinks a certain person is the murderer, but Pippa doesn't. So she's trying to prove that this wasn't actually what happened, and she's trying to like get the real story. So that's that one. So then next I got The City We Became by N.K. Jemisin. So I love this book so much. Look at those pink covers, like it's pink sprayed edges. So I used to actually hate sprayed edges. I don't know why, but they've grown on me so much, especially on hardback books. And yeah, these ones are just so pretty. This might be like one of my favourite books that I own. And also it's signed as well, which is super cool. I'll show you. Can't really see, but it's like in gold Sharpie, which is so cool. So yeah, this is just such a great book. I read this one as well, and yeah, I'll talk more about it in my wrap up, or I think that might be already up, so I'll link it. Yeah, this is just such a great book. So we're kind of following New York, and well, no, we're set in New York, and we're following these 5 characters who are all kind of personifications of the different boroughs of New York. And they're kind of trying to defeat this evil. And I just learned so much about New York, and all the characters are so great as well, and they're so diverse, which is really cool. And I think it just captures the spirit of the city like really well. So yeah, so that's so great. And also there's this really great map in the front as well, which I'm usually a bit like take or leave for maps, but this one's just so much fun. And also I think because it's like a real geographical location, it's quite good to like see, because I obviously didn't know very much, so it was quite handy. So that's that one. Next is The Empire of Dreams by Ray Carson. So this is like the kind of standalone spin-off of the, well actually I kind of hope it's not standalone, of the Gale of Fire and Thorn series, and this cover is so pretty. And also I think it like captures the tone of the book really well as well, with like the swords and the helmet. So this was such a great book, and this kind of follows Red, who's one of the characters in the original series, like quite a small role, but in this one she's kind of grown up a bit, and she's trying to like become one of the royal guards. And while she's like she's not infiltrating the guards, but while she's becoming guard, she's trying to like solve this big like political mystery. So yeah, this is just so good, and it kind of really reminded me of Mulan as well. So yeah, so that's that one, and yeah, I'm happy I've got this. So then next I have a couple of the Aru Shah and the End of Time, and Aru Shah and the Song of Death. So these are both really pretty. I love the like foiling. And these ones are by Roshani Chokshi, and yeah, they're just really fun middle grades, kind of following Hindu mythology a bit. And Aru, who is the main character in the first book, she kind of released this like cursed demon from a lamp, and then they have to kind of go on a quest because the demon's like trying to like freeze time. Well, I think it's called the Sleeper, and he's trying to like freeze time, so if they don't complete this like quest within 10 days, I think it is gonna like end the world. So yeah, so and they're just friendships and stuff are so great. It's just a really like fun middle grade series, so got those. And then a recent acquirement is The Girl in the Stars by Mark Lawrence. So this is the spin-off of the Book of the Ancestor, and this, I love this cover so much. You can kind of see the like sparkle, there's some like stars and like the little girl in her parka. And also, I mean, I didn't know about this, but the like end pages, they're so pretty. They're like, I don't know if you can see them, just like loads of little stars. Yeah, it's just so pretty. So yeah, so this is kind of set like on the ice. We're following Yaz, who's the main character, and yeah, I've read a little bit of this, but I don't really want to say more than that because like the cliffhanger at the end of the first chapter is just so good. So I feel like if I tell you anything about the synopsis, it'll just kind of ruin that. So yeah, so it's kind of like from what I've gathered so far, it's like quite a survival story. And I just love the kind of really like cold, wintry, hostile environment with like survival aspects. So I know I'm gonna love this. So yeah, so that's that one. And then quite exciting, my very first manga. So I got Fullmetal Alchemist, and this is the Full Metal edition. So I want to try and collect these because they're very pretty, and I love the anime. So yeah, I'll probably get them quite slowly because they're a bit expensive. But yeah, I'm very excited to read this. So this one we're following two brothers, so Alphonse and Edward. And then Edward is known as like the Full Metal Alchemist, so they have these powers, and I think it's quite a complicated plot. But from what I remember, they're trying to like take down this big bad. That was such a generic description. But yeah, and there's such great like relationships, and I also really love this. These like 7 deadly sins basically. So this is what I remember from the anime. I'm not sure if the manga's like this. So like there's like lust and pride and sloth and what's not jealousy, and envy. I think envy is my favourite. Yeah, so I'm excited for that one. And then we have The Three-Body Problem by Chin Liu. So this one is like quite a sci-fi classic, I think, and it's translated by Ken Liu. So I'm really excited to read this, and I think it's been praised by like Barack Obama. So it's high praise indeed. So yeah, I'm quite excited to read this. And yeah, so I'm not quite sure what this one's about, and I can't really gather too much from the synopsis. But I think it's just like a kind of your standard gets involved in like some weird conspiracy, and it all goes down from there. So yeah, I'm excited for that one. And then the final book I got was The Library of the Unwritten. So I really love this cover. It's like so pretty. I love the kind of, it's almost like hell. It reminds me of that, I don't know if you've listened to the Book of Mormon or seen it, but there's a song, Spooky Mormon Hell Dream, and the cover just reminds me of that. So yeah, so this one, I believe we're following this library where like all unfinished books by authors, all the like characters go there, and then this head librarian is like trying to chase them down and keep them in line. So yeah, I'm really excited for this one. And then finally, very excitingly, I have a parcel to unbox. So this just arrived yesterday. So get it out there. So this is so I got the note here as well. So this is Aberdeens' Letters to the World, and this is from Molly, from Mind of Molly, so thank you so much, Molly. And this is the group book for the Detectathon, which she's hosting, which I'm so excited for, and I'll leave her channel and also the announcement video for the Detectathon in the description, and that is happening in June. So yeah, so this is the group book. I think it's a middle grade actually, and I'm not too sure what it's about. So it just sounds like a kind of really sweet story about like 2 girls just discovering their like crushes and stuff for the first time. So yeah, so I'm really excited to get to this one, and yeah, thank you so much again, Molly. So yeah. So that is everything. So thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and consider subscribing if you haven't already, and do leave a comment down below saying if you've read any of these books, or if you want to read any of these books, or any books you got recently. The quarantine made me do it. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you're all having a good day, and I'll see you next time.